what's up, y'all? So you thought John Bellion was gonna drop a new music video and I wasn't gonna react to it, bruh? Are we being for real right now? What kind of connection have we built? Do you not understand that I love John Bellion, my #1 artist of all time? Do you not understand this information that I keep providing to you every single time he drops? I know I was lacking on the album reaction, but that's because I was going through a lot in my life. But right now, I'm back into my reaction thing. So he drops, I react, So I don't even want to. I haven't even listened to the song when he dropped the song a while back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know what you're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. I'm still a John Bellion fan, but I don't know. I heard the snippet and it didn't really sound like anything crazy. Now, that does not mean it's going to be bad. His last album, Father Figure, I felt the same way. When he dropped it and I tried to listen to it the first go round, I wasn't really messing with it. But I stopped and I waited until I really wanted to hear the album to the point where I listened to it and I love it. Almost every single song on it, if not every single song. I can't think of anything right now that I don't like about the album. So I did the same thing with this song. I held it off until there was a hunger for it, so I didn't misjudge it. I didn't put it in a light that it wasn't supposed to shine in yet, in my mind. So now that I feel like I'm actually ready to listen to this track and there's a music video to go with it, why not? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna dive into a 2-car garage, I believe it's called. Let me look. 2-car garage, Sway Lee and Fandom. Okay, I did not know Sway Lee was on here, but we're gonna get right into the reaction, y'all. Is that a mini? Why did that truck look so small?
I'm not scared of all the things you're scared to say. I gotta know who you are. I gotta know who you are. I gotta need to call garage. And I got plenty of space inside my heart. Been forever since you felt like this again. You stay, gotta keep your heart from caving in. I saw you with the Queensbridge pigeons, but you don't wanna spend your night so long. I know you in the background singing, but you can't go home. You can't go home. I gotta know who you are. I gotta know who you are.
I love this chorus.
I gotta need to call garage. And I got plenty of space inside my heart. Take a ride. Know you're run down, know you hurt this evening. Take a ride, take a ride. If it'll kill you, give me 10 steps bleeding.
This music video is beautiful, bro.
And if your roof goes,
I love the colors and like the vibe, the old camera vibe, the vintage camera vibe to it.
be here with you tonight. I gotta know. I gotta know who you are. And I gotta know. I gotta need to go. And I got plenty of space inside my heart.
They going crazy on that piano. I can't tell if it's cold or hot out there. I'm guessing Sway Lee and Fandom was the background vocals. I wonder how many takes it took to drop that down. I'm assuming it's still one. There's no way it took one take. They probably have to set that thing up so many times for it to fall and get this shot. This is a beautiful shot. This whole music video, stop. This whole music video has been very beautiful from start to finish. Like, especially me being, and I don't want to sound like I'm not special or whatever, but me being in film school, like watching the shots of this, especially the opening shot, like where like the establishing shot, this wide shot right here, this part is very beautiful. Like the scenery, I love like natural scenery and anything, you know. And like I said, the vintage camera, I love vintage. I think a lot of us, especially people born in 2000, had this Y2K vintage I don't want to call it, for lack of, I love, I guess. I don't want to say the other word I was thinking, but we have this thing that we're addicted to, the early 2000s look and vibe and style, like anyone who was raised up in that era. And so I feel like me and everyone around my age is really going to appreciate this whole style of music video. Not to say people obviously born before or after cannot enjoy it, but it holds a special place in my heart, and I love seeing it and things like that. Obviously, you know, this technically could be before 2000, you know, it could be before Y2K or whatever. It could be like 1990-ish style, whatever. But you get what I'm saying? It's still that same vibe. Like I'm not gonna get into this whole discussion where the 2000s babies still at the same technology as the 1990s and, you know, babies. You know what I'm saying? Like we were the mid transition babies, so we experienced the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that, and you know, but it's the truth. And yeah, so I love the idea of the video of like everyone surrounding him while he's performing. That's, as someone who wishes to direct music videos in the future, that's a style that I plan a lot, especially when I listen to music without a music video to it. I don't like music videos, let me just say that. I don't, because it takes away from the imagination of me listening to the song and imagining my own music video in my head. I do that a lot with music. When I listen to music, I always implant and like play a music video in my own head. So when there's a music video that I watch that goes with the song, it kind of takes me out of the immersion of listening to the song, you know. But I do know that there's a lot of times where I am thinking of music videos in my head, and this kind of format is what I do in my head, right? The performing, the live performance on stage, and there's like, you know, a crowd, and there's just like these big emotional moments, like when he's just singing with like no lyrics, just singing his heart out. Those kind of things, I love those kind of things, especially from John. Like he does that a lot, and I'm trying to think of songs, but it's like you could close your eyes and pick a random John Bellion song, and there's a high chance those random ad-libs and just singing his heart out would be part of that song. That's his style, and that's one of his uniqueness, and I love it, because to me, music is not just about the lyrics, but about the emotion within it. And the way he sings it within his music is like emotionally vivid, you know. Like you can feel the emotion of everything he's singing and talking about. And as for someone like me who has a hard time understanding and grasping the concept of a song from the first time I listened to it, just by the lyrics alone, those emotional moments are exactly what I need to plug me into how this song makes me feel and what's the point of this entire track. You get what I'm saying? So I think my brain just works like that. Like I don't get lyrics down quick, but I get emotions and vibes and tone, and like I get the core idea of the entire track based off vocals and vibes and the beat and the strings of instruments composed together without the lyrics. Those are my lyrics, you know. I learned that before I learned the actual lyrics of any song. I listen to Father Figure repeatedly, and I feel like the beat is something I know more than I know the actual lyrics to the songs. You get what I'm saying? And so, or the vocals and the background vocals are things I memorize more than the actual lyrics of the song, and I don't know why. Like And the only reason why I know kind of sort of what this song is about is only because John posted a tweet, and I'll try to put on screen. I didn't want to edit this video too much, but I'll try to put on screen where, not a tweet, but on Instagram, where he basically, someone DM'd him talking about the meaning of the song was basically like, let me try to pull it up so I don't misquote the post, but here it is. Someone said, just listen to Two Car Garage. It feels like a song about seeing someone's pain and still making space for them, not trying to fix them, just being there. Really powerful record. Now that is something that I wouldn't have gotten on my first reaction or listen, and I don't, because I don't know initially what this song is about. Like, it's hard for me to listen to lyrics on my first time listening to a song. Like, everything is just so new and so emotionally entwined that it speaks to my inner self without me having to actually listen to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And dissect the lyrics and try to understand what the lyrics are saying. I feel like I'm better at that when it comes to rap, but when it comes to pop records and things like that, it's more of a, especially when you listen to John Bellion. John Bellion's lyrics are rarely straightforward. He uses a lot of metaphors and similes, I think is the term I'm looking for, where you have to listen to him multiple times to kind of dissect what he's saying. Like, even though he uses basic words to form and string things together, he always has a message under his lyrics that a lot of artists, you know, don't do. A lot of artists, they kind of don't want to rack their listeners' brains when it comes to listening to the music, but John doesn't care. John will metaphor his way around an entire track and have you listen to it repeatedly, and only after the 100th time listening you finally begin to realize, oh, that's what this song is about. And it's like, bro, it's annoying, but it's beautiful at the same time. And that's why I feel like I love John Bellion, because I love puzzles, and I feel like each song is a puzzle by him, bro. Like, it's so much to dissect, and when it comes to music videos, when it comes to lyrics, when it comes to the strings and how everything is made during the beats. And that's why I also love his making of videos. Those videos hold a special place in my heart, and I wish he would do a lot more, especially with the Father Figure album. I wish he would drop more making of videos. I love those so much, bro. But yeah, so I give the music video a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite style of music videos. A concert, like I said, the scenery, and then obviously it not being directly in like an arena, but out in the open and kind of like in a built a man-made structure. You get what I'm saying? Like, that kind of stuff is very beautiful to me. I like the style of everyone in the crowd, their uniqueness of how everyone was dressed and their identity and everything like that. I love that part about it too. It seems like he was just tweeted out, hey, pull up here, da da da, and anyone who could come came, you know. That's what it seems like. And yeah, that's what I like about that. The song, I will say, the Sway Lee and the other feature, Fandom, I don't know, is Fandom a person, or is he referring to his fans? That's a good question. But the Sway Lee thing, I was expecting Sway Lee to actually be heard singing, but we know that Sway Lee, I'm sure, is a good writer and producer or whatever, so he probably worked on it in some way, shape, or form. And John is big on giving credit. One thing John will not do is not give credit what is due. No matter how small of a part you play in his music, he will give you credit. And so Sway Lee being on the song just lets me know that he played some kind of big role in this track, whether you don't have an actual verse from him or like actual vocals, or that you can dissect from Sway Lee to John. At the end of the day, whatever Sway Lee did on this track, it was enough for John to put his name on the song, and that's all I need to know. I'm sure as I listen to it back, I'll be able to dissect it. I'm kind of rambling on at this point, but the song, I would say I'll give the song an 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's a very emotionally heavy song. I love the sound and the vocals of the song, so there's not much I don't hate, but I am a big fan of John when he raps and his music. And this is not my most favorite song, but it's a great song, and I'm going to add it to my playlist. I might listen to it a couple times at work today, you know. But John doesn't miss. You know, it's still a great score in my opinion, and so I can't wait for him to go on tour, so I can get them tickets. Come to Houston, John. I miss you, bro. It's been I went to the Glory Sound Prep Houston tour concert, you know, and I've been waiting ever since for you to have another concert. So come back to Houston. You're more than welcome, and I'll be there. God willing, I will be there. But yeah, that being said, it's me, McCloud, and I'm out. Peace.
La la.